Okay, you guys, we got past life readings. We got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to start off with pile 1. Okay, you pick pile 1. This is going to be your reading. Okay, you dealt with spirituality and religion in your past life. You could have been a high priest or high priestess, and you could have had a baby in the past life or had something to do with the baby. Galactic could mean in a previous life, maybe in like your first life, you had never been, you know, on Earth before. So you were once, I guess if you want to say an alien, you know, if you believe in that. And then persecution and inquisition, which means you were persecuted probably because of your religious beliefs. Okay, you were in the biblical days. Sorry, I'm going so fast because I don't want this to be too long. Okay. And you could have had issues with authority figures. You know, running from the law, possibly. And someone in this current life you need to, or in your past life you need to forgive. And in this current life you need to forgive someone. Okay? You need to forgive someone so that way in your new lives you can not hold on to that anger that you possibly have. I might pull 2 more too. That's 1. Okay, pile number 2. You could have been married in your previous life. You had a spouse and you were married. Trust and faith. You were a very faithful person. And you had a lot of faith in your previous life about things. Okay, leaving or travel. You could have traveled a lot during your past life. You traveled a lot. And you're a very wise person. Very wise. Okay, communal living. You depended on others, you know, working with others in a past life, which, you know, maybe in this life could mean you're really dependent on other people in this life because you depended on other people before in the past. And lessons and blessings. You're blessed in this life because of the lessons you learned in previous life, which is probably why you have, you know, this wisdom card, because you were wise. You learned the lessons that you need to learn. Okay? You could have issues with finances in this life because in the previous life you might have had issues with finances. Okay? And if my hands is all like messed up, it's because I just did my hair. So I need to wash my hands. In Asia, you could have lived in Asia in your previous life. Okay? That is 2. Okay? If you pick pile 3, you were in wars and battles. Okay? In wars and battles. Unrequited love. You could have been in a situation where love was not given to you. And it could cause misfortune in love in this current lifetime. Because of those things in the past. Vows. You may have, with this vows, you could have made vows, like you could have been a nun or something like that and made vows. And pretty much like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. In the past life, which is why you may possibly have like some bad luck for breaking. If you do things differently, it could be breaking vows, and it could cause problems from the past life. Health. You could have a lot of health issues, like issues from previous lives that are coming over to this current lifetime. You may not have like reincarnated, like you reincarnated so fast that you weren't able to get rid of those health issues, and they're coming over to this current lifetime. And food and hunger. You could have been in poverty in a previous life. You could have been in poverty in a previous life, and you may overeat, possibly because you were in poverty and didn't have a lot of food. So with this card, you may overeat and overindulge. Okay, yes, with this nun or monk card, that goes hand in hand with this card. You probably were a nun and a monk in a previous life and made vows to not do certain things. Okay, you probably were a father in a previous life. Okay, and you had a really close relationship with trees. Okay, I'm gonna pick one more for each pal. Pal 1. Okay, you could have been a medicine man or a medicine woman, and maybe, you know, a lot of times medicine men or medicine women, you know, they took care of people. They were like nurses, you know. Pal 2, you could have been a mother, and I believe the baby card came out. Did it come out? I think so. I'm not sure. No. You had spouse. You could have been a mother in that previous life. Pal 3, you probably were an orphan in a past life, which is why, you know, maybe you had issues with, you know, food and didn't have food like you needed to. You could have been in prison with slavery. Pal 2, you have a connection with angels. Pal 1, you could have been Native American. And look at this medicine woman. Look at that. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. Pal 1, Pal 2, Pal 3. Okay? Have a blessed day. Hope you enjoyed it.